So here's a basic rundown of what happened tonight. We were all standing around the concession stand, and someone spotted smoke coming from the crime scene. Crime scene being the Tabernacle area.
That'd be Tony who spotted the smoke.
Tony did spot the smoke. He also spotted a kid running away, which at that time we had no idea whether he was involved or not.
Tony said, let's go investigate the smoke. And I was like, let's do it, Tony. And then me and Tony went and investigated the smoke, and then everyone else followed suit.
Actually, me and Tony were in front, but...
He's lying. It was me and Tony in front. We were going up there front. We were like, let's go check this out. This looks like a big, important deal.
Maybe all three of us were in front.
I thought it was a smoke bomb at first, and I was about to get on some kids for
That's
some
what it was.
smoke
That's what we thought at first, was smoke bombs. We get up there, and it comes to figure out there are fire extinguishers sitting out. And we're like, wait a minute, this is...
And I was like, maybe they set the fire extinguishers off. Maybe they set the fire extinguishers off. And then Tony was like, you're right, Kyle. Kyle, you're so smart. And I was like, I know, Tony. I am a professional at figuring out the crime.
And then Kyle sprayed more of it just because he's crazy like that.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Okay, I made that part up. So eventually Kyle bailed on us and went to watch Monty Python.
It was a good movie. So and they already figured out, what happened. I already did my part. So I wanted them to figure. I already had it figured out actually. I just wanted them to learn how to figure out things for themselves. So they need to learn how to investigate and stuff. I already knew who did it. I already knew all this stuff. So I was like, I'm out of here, guys. You can do this on your own. I'm gonna go watch Monty Python, laugh a little bit, and it was good.
Alright, so after Kyle bailed, we went and got our safety vests, the bright yellow ones. They were pretty rad.
I had one of those on, by the way.
Not very long. We also got flashlights to help light the path to find the criminals.
Let me say I didn't have flashlights, sadly.
It's kind of sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were left out. We also had radios that didn't work. Not really sure why we kept them. So we go to the first church cabin, and we walk in and we're like, this doesn't feel right.
Everyone seemed to have one arm. Anybody else notice that?
I noticed it. His arm was in his shirt.
The other guy, too, also seemed to have one arm.
I didn't look that close.
Did you notice that, too? They both seemed to have one arm.
Well, the one guy just had it in his shirt.
Yeah, but the other guy also looked like he had one arm. What was up with that?
Maybe it's the one-armed church.
Did anyone else notice that? Because I noticed it.
I noticed it looked like
I was like, oh, this guy is one-armed. It's the one-armed man who did it. And then I was like, no, it's not.
Alright, so after the first church, we run into an older man. I don't know whether he was a youth pastor or a sponsor or just an adult here camping, but he starts helping us figure out who it is.
He was like, it's my kids who did it. I know it was them because they're a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, pretty much what he said. Spot on, Kyle. So we go in there, and this one girl starts almost crying. It's kind of sad but funny.
This is my face I was making. That's my face I was making while the guy was talking.
It's probably why she was
The girl was looking
crying.
at me and she was crying because I was making this face.
She felt guilty for no reason. She didn't even do it. It's the judgmental. Look at this. I might cry.
Let's make our faces together. Watch. This is the reenactment.
Stone cold. You can't not cry at that.
Yep.
You're probably crying right now. But anyways, no kids confessed at that point, so it was kind of a dead end there. We were still pretty suspicious because one kid kind of avoided us, kind of got up and walked around. So we left there and we were like, hey, let's go check out Antlers. Maybe there's some kids fooling around that shouldn't be. And nothing happened in there. That was kind of crappy. And I think at that point...
That was Rosie's idea. Actually, I stuck around till the tabernacle.
Oh, really? Man, I didn't even know he was there.
Also, may I make this statement? Rosie had on a cool sports jacket that was Trey's. That she has not returned yet.
I think that's another case, guys. Alright, so we gotta go arrest Rosie when this is done. So long story short, we went and we found some people that were suspected to be there, talked to them, eventually got some people accusing the kid of doing it, and then he actually confessed himself. We set him down, filed an official police report. You can see his name, the date, what he did here. It was taken by the staff. I should have put KBA for Kaimishi Baptist Authorities. We are the authorities. And there you go, Kyle. You can look at it there. And you know, he was pretty quiet, which would be expected. We ended up making him clean the place up. He thinks the sheriff is coming to take this. We're taking care of this ourselves. We're the KBA, all right? That's how we do business around here. And I think he got most of it cleaned up. I'm not too sure, haven't been there, but I'm pretty sure it's all cleaned up. If not, he'll hear from us again. Isn't that right, Kyle?
No.
It's not?
No.
Oh.